back in the living room, the never-ending living room, and I'm excited to share with you the final vision for this space. I had asked you about the secretary in a previous video about if I should paint it or not, and it caused a complete uproar in the comment section. Boy, that's one way to make a video go a little more viral, is ask a question like that. So there was a lot of feedback on the type of wood that the desk is. Apparently it is tiger oak, which means it's a quarter sawn type of wood, which means they cut it a certain way and makes it extra strong. It's indicative of a very quality piece of furniture, so I was not supposed to paint that. The bad news is I didn't get to read your comments before I actually did paint it. No, I'm just kidding. I did not paint it. I am not going to paint it either because you guys were very convincing. Good job. I ended up styling it in a way that I feel like helps it feel really classic and detracts from what I was seeing as basically stretch marks on that piece of furniture. So I think it's gonna be really good. I wanna get you caught up on that. I wanna show you the steps I'm making in the lighting department because I know that I wanted to tweak it just a little bit more. And so I'll show you what we've got going on there. So first of all, I have some coral that I'm kind of finding I'm putting in all of my spaces in this room. And I have this julep cup with my monogram initials on it. It was an anniversary gift from my husband. So I have a few different books and things for the little cubbies. The cubbies were the most fun to style. You'll probably love that part too. So this is a wax seal. We have our new branding done. You'll see it on our website, our new website, but this is our new crest or a new wreath. And so I had a stamp made. And so I'm gonna put this in one of the little cubbies. One of my children, I think, left me these little seashells. I found two of these just left out for me. And so I'm gonna use them for some office supplies. So we have rubber bands in one of them and then gold paper clips in the other. And then these are my favorite scissors. They're so photogenic. So I use these in all my workshops. And then I'm gonna have a pair of these at the desk too. This is a flower frog. You put it in a vase and then you can put your stems in it and keep them all straight. I thought it'd be fun to put pens, writing pens in here, but they look a little awkward. So for now, I'm just gonna put this in one of the spots and I might come up with a better idea. Actually, if you have an idea, let me know in the comments. String is always a cute touch. I found this, I think I got this free at an antique store in Snohomish, Washington. I have a little sugar bowl, I guess is what you would call this, and the lid is missing. So we're gonna use this for pens. These pens were from one of our sponsors, Cottonwood Shanty at Bespoke. Gave all the girls these really pretty pens. So we had a couple left over. Here's the other little shell. And I love bringing in the natural elements. I think those work really well in this style of room that we're working on. I only save rubber bands that are the neutral color. So there's a little tip for you. Another cream colored book to add to the side. I love the name of it. More string. This I get at the Dollar Tree. I use it for all kinds of things. This is really pretty with your gardening supplies. I use it for Christmas stuff all the time, but anyway, I have a roll of this. And can't forget a little pack of pretty stationery. This is from the Maple House Collective in Snohomish, Washington as well. Just pretty paper with some vellum envelopes is all you need. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna do for the actual desk area. Then underneath, I have these beautiful glass doors on the cabinet underneath. These beautiful glass doors down here that I could do pretty intentional, like more thoughtful decorating underneath here, but I am gonna include a chair. And so I'm not too worried. I'm just gonna fill it with a lot of antique books. I had a bunch of those left over from my trip to the antique store when I did the corner bookshelf. And so let's put those in place. A whole bunch more. I have more from this set. Oh, I love this set. And the edges of the pages are all deckled. This one is so cool. It's Book of Practical Quotations, and look at the size of this. I thought it would be really fun to study and get some quotes for my Instagram posts and things. It's gonna be so fun. This was also, it was 50% off, and I bought it with those other books. All of those I got for 50% off. One of the problems I am having in this corner is that it's so dark. And so as I'm adding in lamps around here, I'm focusing on each corner, each sort of story area, you know, that's all styled up, and thinking about how I can add in lighting. There's no outlet behind this secretary. So I have a few options. I put some things up on Instagram, but I had candles. We just put candles there, which isn't nearly what I think it needs. But we tried that. I did find this lamp at Goodwill actually, and it was originally from Target. I think it was about $70 at Target. I did do rub and buff to make it was black, and so I made it, I think it was black. It was black. So I made it look more vintage by adding the gold rub and buff. But it has a really pretty capiz shell. Can you kind of see that? So it goes along with the colors that I'm using for all of my vignettes, and has that natural shell element that I love for dark academia. So I don't have an outlet. Right now I just have it hooked up with an extension cord just to give me an idea. And I love the warmth of it. It's really inviting in a way that invites you into the room, and it invites you to sit at the desk and work. And that's really key. You want to set up spaces that are inviting and useful, and that the person who didn't design it also understands how to use it and wants to use it. So I do really want to get this to work. This light bulb, I ordered a light bulb that is rechargeable. I've seen them, but I haven't tried them before. So far, I'm not impressed because you have to charge it for 8 hours and then it only lasts for 4. And to charge it, you have to have it plugged in. So I'm either using the extension cord, or I'm either moving the lamp somewhere else, or moving the light bulb to a lamp. And so this is going to be like a daily rotation. I have to have it on all day to have it on for 4 hours at night for it to die again and I start over. That's a little high maintenance in my mind. So my next idea is that I'm going to ask for an outlet in that wall for my Christmas present, and a few other things too. But that usually gets some good, you know, momentum going when you call it your Christmas gift. That's a tip for you. So there it is. The shade is the shade's a little bit too big. I realize that. It feels a little awkward. So I've ordered a smaller one. Should be here any moment. And just to kind of bring it in, make it look a little more tailored. This is extra fabric that I have left over. Look at that fabric. It's so cute. I did pleated lampshades at the Bespoke Design Retreat, and this was one of the fabrics I chose. I loved it for just a fall decoration that you could do with your lampshades, change out your lampshades for the fall, and have this really sweet block print. But actually it also looks really good in here just year round. And so I will be making a pleated lampshade for that lamp, and I think it's gonna be great. And then I'll show you the ribbon. I shouldn't say that. I'm not sure I'm gonna use velvet ribbon, because I don't always love velvet ribbon on pleated lampshades, but it may be an option, and this is the one I have. It's this yummy caramel color. It's beautiful. If I don't use it on my lampshades, I will be using it on Christmas gifts, and that will be great too. troubles that I'm having in this room is my cats. And you helped me solve the dog problem with the dog getting on the couch. It's been probably 8 months of me putting that plastic cover on the seat that has the little bumps on it. And she is making peace with that and realizing that no, she will never sleep on the green couch. And so that is really working. But my cats are scratching all of the furniture. All of the furniture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chairs in here. And they're getting all scratched, even the leather chairs. So I'm trying to be patient and loving. And I want to be a nice cat mom. But why? Why? Do we need to be trimming their nails weekly? Do they need to go outside more? Are they anxious? Why are cats doing this? Teach me, so I can be kind to them and keep my furniture. This is also an area where I thought we needed some light, and so I experimented with the different lamps. I have a stash of lamps actually, and so I put 4 different styles here. I tried candles, and what I really liked was there's this French lamp. It's called a Regency lamp, and from the 1700s, very popular, very trendy right now, I guess, because they're going for a lot of money on First Dibs. And I found one for about $150 on Etsy, so I ordered that one. You'll see it, it's gold, and then it has a black shade. I feel like the colors will look really good here, and I really liked the kind of candle inspiration that was going on with that style. It's called, there's a French word for it, it's boulet or something. You can tell me in the comments below, but that's another trendy thing too, along with our secretary desk. Kind of fun. Okay, so maybe exciting isn't the exact word I should use. It's more sentimental than anything. When we were first married, Colby and I forgot what I gave him. It's been a long time. Been married 26 years, but he bought me a doorbell, a vintage doorbell. I was supposed to keep it until we bought our first house, and then it was going to be the doorbell for our first house. I think he got it as an anniversary gift or Valentine's Day gift or something. And so I kept it in the drawer for many years and finally put it on the door. Must not have been our first house. Okay. Clearly my memory is getting a little foggy because I used it on this front door. So it must have been our dream house or something. Anyway, the kids loved it so much that they pretty much promptly broke it. And so it's been sitting there non-functional for many years, and I found one at a garage sale that I thought was gonna work, but it didn't quite work when I put it together, and I finally said, forget it, I'm just buying a new one. Quit waiting so long. So here's what it sounds like. Isn't that so cute? Isn't that so cute? Makes me so happy. And it's sort of a test too. It's like a litmus test for the people that come to the door. If they're old souls and they understand old houses, they ring the doorbell properly and they know what this thing is for. So it's kind of like a friend tester of sorts. I'm gonna try to install it by myself. I think I can do it. Living room is starting to come together. I can definitely see that we will be getting done soon. And then as things are coming in the mail, I want to share with you, the installation process and everything as we go along. So we're very, very close. I'm excited. I also forgot to tell you that we have a new website. I've shared it on different platforms, but I didn't share it on YouTube. I don't think I've told you guys, but I want you to check it out. It's my dream website. I've been doing this for 8 years and I haven't updated the website since the beginning. So it was high time. It was so pieced together and outdated, and oh, I wanted to change it for so long. I have to tell you the story of how I found the designer. So I was working on the graphics for the Elite Decorating Academy when it was launching, and so I was on Pinterest, like just collecting different pens for inspiration, and I noticed that I kept penning this one name. It was Coast and Bloom was the name of the person that kept penning these different graphics that I love so much. I mean, over half of my pens were from Coast and Bloom. And so I said a prayer, and I hoped that this was an actual graphic designer that I could contact and would have mercy on me and try to help me. And so I Googled it, and Coast and Bloom is a graphic design studio. Her name is Victoria. She's in the UK. She's so incredible at what she does. She's a total perfectionist, and she's also very, very visionary. She has the best of both worlds. And I had at that point probably 3 pages of, typed details of what I was looking for. I had just been collecting ideas for years. So how did I want my header, my menu, my font? How did I want the layout to work, and all the different pieces that I wanted? And I am very visionary in that way. So I had a lot that I just dumped on her and said, please take these colors and these examples of all these different websites that I love and do something. We met once a week for a few weeks, and then lo and behold, one day she said, here you go, this is what I have for you. And I opened up that website and I started crying. I felt so heard and so validated, like she had taken all this beauty that I'm like trying to say and trying to communicate, and she took it and she made it work and she amplified it, and I'm so pleased with her. We actually are going to meet seasonally. Actually, I don't want to meet with her every month even, and just review new ideas and update, like do little tweaks, for the different seasons on the website. And anyway, if you're looking for a fabulous graphic designer, website designer, social media manager, branding specialist, anything like that you need, and you love my style, you really want to talk to Victoria from Coast and Bloom. Love that girl. All right, I found a picture that I actually bought at Brimfield when I went to Brimfield last year, and it's of this dog that I love. I really am thinking I want to hang it next to the front door back there. And so it's broken. Fell off the wall and shattered the frame to pieces, so I'm going to wood glue it, and I think we'll be okay. But that is the next thing that I'm going to be doing. We are finalizing fabric decisions and moving on to where the TV is situated, so I'll show you what I'm doing over there. I'm not sure if I am going to keep these gold, these little bookends, but we're just going to try it out. I mean, I could gild them. I just didn't want to start with gilding because it does texturize them, and I can easily paint these back to black if I want. But I'm just going to let this sit for a couple days and decide what I want to do. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.